John Cena is not done with WWE. Real reason Randy Orton was absent for John Cena's retirement. 4 WWE roles for John Cena after his retirement. Sad news for Damian Priest. WWE locker room split on John Cena's final match finish. Let's get started. John Cena is not done with WWE. John Cena's in-ring career may be over, but his WWE story isn't finished yet. After tapping out in his final match and officially retiring from wrestling, it's become clear that Cena isn't walking away from WWE altogether. Retirement in this case only means he's done competing in the ring, not disappearing from the company. According to Fightful Select, WWE still has plans for the 17-time world champion. Cena is expected to make future appearances both on-screen and behind the scenes, though details on how he'll be used haven't been revealed yet. With Cena already signed on as a WWE ambassador, his next chapter could involve representing the company in major ways outside of wrestling. That includes media appearances, community outreach, and potentially putting an even bigger spotlight on his long-standing charity work and Make-A-Wish efforts. There's also the possibility of Cena being involved in storylines without wrestling, serving as a special attraction, mentor, or key figure in major angles. Nothing is set in stone yet, but one thing is clear. Regardless of fan frustration with Triple H or WWE's creative direction, John Cena isn't gone for good. The face of WWE may be retired, but his presence is far from finished. Real reason Randy Orton was absent for John Cena's retirement. While all eyes were on Washington, D.C. for John Cena's final WWE match at Saturday night's main event, one of the names fans expected to see was nowhere in sight: Randy Orton. And there was a reason. Orton wasn't skipping the moment. He was halfway across the world in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, handling promotional duties for the grand opening of Mr. Beastland, which kept him off the historic broadcast. Back in DC, Cena's legendary 23-year WWE run came to an emotional close. The night ended with Gunther forcing Cena to tap out to a sleeper hold, officially closing the book on one of the greatest careers in wrestling history. Because of their shared legacy, many fans assumed Orton would be part of Cena's farewell. The two rose through Ohio Valley Wrestling together and went on to define an entire era of WWE through a rivalry that lasted decades. Orton has openly said he hopes Cena will one day induct him into the Hall of Fame, calling him a close friend and even labeling Cena our generation's Shawn Michaels for his timing and in-ring brilliance. Cena's final chapter played out without Orton by his side, not by choice, but by circumstance, leaving fans to imagine what could have been on one of WWE's most emotional nights. 4 WWE roles for John Cena after his retirement. John Cena's legendary run inside the ring officially came to an end last weekend at Saturday night's main event. In his final match, Cena pushed Gunther to the limit, but for the first time in more than 20 years, the Cenation leader was forced to tap out. That match may have closed the book on Cena's in-ring career, but it didn't close the door on his future in WWE. Cena isn't going anywhere. He'll remain with the company as an ambassador and potentially much more. With that in mind, here are 4 major roles John Cena could step into after retirement. Number 4. Taking the reins in NXT. Shawn Michaels currently leads NXT as Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative, shaping the next generation of WWE superstars. But if Michaels ever shifts his focus to the main roster alongside Triple H, WWE would need a trusted successor. Enter John Cena. Cena has made it clear he cares deeply about the future of the business, so much so that he insisted on spotlighting rising talent during his retirement event. His experience, leadership, and eye for talent could make him a natural fit to guide NXT's creative direction. Number 3. Becoming an on-screen general manager. Cena may be done competing, but that doesn't mean fans have seen the last of him on weekly TV. WWE's current general managers, Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, and Ava, have become key parts of the shows. Putting Cena in charge of a brand on screen would instantly elevate storylines and keep him front and center. He could even replace Aldis, opening the door for Aldis to return to the ring while Cena runs the show. Number 2. Coaching at the Performance Center. The WWE Performance Center is where future stars are molded, trained, and prepared for the spotlight. With his unmatched experience, Cena could play a huge role in shaping that next wave. Whether as a full-time coach or a special guest mentor, the 17-time world champion could pass down invaluable lessons from his historic career, something no textbook or drill could ever replicate. Number 1. Joining Triple H at the top of creative. Perhaps the biggest possibility lies behind the scenes. Triple H currently leads WWE's creative direction, but adding John Cena to that role could be game-changing. Much like Triple H himself, Cena could transition seamlessly from megastar to executive. With decades of experience as the face of WWE, Cena's insight into storytelling, character development, and fan connection could make him one of the most powerful creative voices in the company. Sad news for Damian Priest. Damian Priest's recent lack of momentum on WWE TV hasn't gone unnoticed, and fans have been loud about it. But this time, the quiet push isn't about creative, it's about his health. Behind the scenes, Priest has been dealing with lingering injuries, particularly to his knees and shoulders, and WWE has intentionally pulled back to protect him. After grinding non-stop for years, his body finally needed a break. Priest's rise over the last few years was anything but small. From a US title run to becoming a core member of the Judgment Day, and then cashing in his moment with a World Heavyweight Championship win at WrestleMania 40, he climbed all the way to the top. But compared to those highs, 2025 has been noticeably quieter, especially after WrestleMania 41. During a recent conversation with Big Nick Turturro, Priest revealed just how beat up he's been. Multiple shoulder tears, worn-down knees, and ongoing back issues forced WWE to step in and limit his workload. He made it clear he's doing everything possible to stay out of surgery. Instead, he's relying on rehab and treatment to keep himself active, even if that means slowing down, something he admits isn't easy. According to Priest, WWE's message was simple. They're happy with him, but they want him healthy for the long run. And while being told to take it easy is tough for someone who lives to perform, it's a necessary move to make sure the Archer of Infamy isn't done anytime soon. WWE locker room split on John Cena's final match finish. John Cena's WWE farewell didn't end with fireworks. It ended with shock, raw emotion, and a crowd that absolutely lost it. In the main event of Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C., Cena tapped out to Gunther, officially closing the curtain on a legendary 20-plus year career. The moment the bell rang, Capital One Arena erupted, not in celebration, but in anger. Chants of "Bees" and "F you Gunther" flooded the building as fans struggled to process what they had just witnessed. But while the crowd was clearly heartbroken, the reaction backstage wasn't nearly as one-sided. According to Fightful Select, there was no full-blown outrage behind the scenes, but plenty of debate. Most of the creative and booking team supported the decision, believing the win was crucial for Gunther's future. Meanwhile, several wrestlers wished Cena had gone out on top, even if they understood why WWE chose otherwise. No tantrums, no chaos, just divided opinions. And that's what made the moment hit harder. Fans chanted "Super Cena," "Don't give up," and hurled expletives at Gunther throughout the night. The emotion was so intense that Mark Henry, speaking on Busted Open Radio, said the backstage atmosphere felt similar to moments when someone passes away. Whether you loved it or hated it, one thing is undeniable. Cena's final match mattered. And in true John Cena fashion, he went out doing what he's always done, elevating WWE, even at his own expense. So what's your take? Should Cena have finished his career with a win, or was tapping to Gunther the right call for WWE's future?